thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly into the ground. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The slot man in motion right. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Broncos hit 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11 now. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready. Drop 50, drop 50.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And it's incomplete. They can turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a give up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Nash, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Mustang 19. Check, 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 check.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more big.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
hands it off out of the gun.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Nash.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19-18. Hurry! Ready.
On second down, Williams.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nash, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Nash. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie him. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion
A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Nash. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They run. It's Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that we're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Jackson.
Connects with Duvernay.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here we go, Scott. Panther 11, Panther 11. Rig alert, rig alert.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Jackson.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Jackson.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.